Alrighty guys, we are back. Last time we were here, we were doing our Rogues quest, but we are back to our main scenario quests. We are going to pick up immediately. We're going to try to get as many done as possible in this little session. Really want to progress this story. As many of you probably have been told, if you haven't done this before, it's a little slow in the beginning, but it does pick up, and we're going to keep going. So we are on our level 10 quest, Sky High. Bateron, the proprietor of the Drowning Wench, has a suggestion to put you on the road towards new adventures. How do you fare, monkey? Rested and ready to expand your horizons? Well then, I have an idea where you might try heading next. Have you heard of Skylift out in the middle of Lenosha? If you've ever visited Woad Whisper Canyon, then you'll have been up there and down the thing at least once. It's that big bleeding scaffolding attached to the descent. You've likely seen lads and lasses out there using it to haul up cargo off the cliff face and labor and that, and I hear you could use some enterprise and soul to pick up the odd job with no one buggers the time to deal with. Track down the head of operations, bloke's named Workert, and he'll be sure to put you to work for a task or two. Oh, Bateron, if only you knew how to speak English. Alrighty, we are moving over to... We're going to teleport to Summerford, run over there. Now we're going to have a new little base of operations for the main scenario for a little bit, kind of like we did up at Summerford Farms. This is going to be a little bit farther over. See what kind of trouble we can get into. I'm looking forward to progressing the story a little bit farther so we can get that Chocobo mount quest. We can get our Chocobo to fight with us. That's going to help us with our... well, one day that'll be us. But it'll help with the hunting log. That was the word I was looking for. And, you know, being able to ride a Chocobo or a mount is huge in the time saving. Because... man, doing this on foot, it's rough. Gonna stab you with my knives. We made it to Skylift. And here is our new guy. This is Work It. Work It. Bateron sent you out here, did he? Then consider yourself welcome at the Skylift. Look at that bloody cliff, will you? One blast of fiery hell from that huge dragon was all it took to split the ground in half. Cargo still needs to get through, though, so this mess of wood and pulleys was our solution to the problem. Well, one of them at least. If the gods were kind, and they ain't, I'd have about a dozen more workers to handle my growing list of headaches. Well, I'm here, and that's good. Thanks a million. Work It, the Skylift owner needs you to recover a cargo load abandoned by a terrified wagon driver and deliver it to its intended recipient. Glad I am to see you again, lad. A wagon driver just returned in a great bloody hurry, screaming that some monstrosity had sprung out from a millicorn, sending his from a millicorn seedling in his cargo. Seems like the gutless bastard tossed it over before turning and running for his life. I need you to head down the road, recover that seedling, and deliver it to Lila at the Swift Perch in western Lenosha. Whatever he pays you for the cargo is yours to keep and all. I don't rightly know what else is lurking inside that plant, but you deserve to be rewarded for your troubles. Oh, and you'll also find an aetheryte in Swift Perch, so the journey should be worth your while. Well, you know, I already did that, you know, I'm just saying. Go and grab this one here. Little side quest here. I don't care. What do you want me to do? Defeat some water sprites? Okay. Yep, I figured I'm here. Might as well do it. Okay, well, we're not going to go down that chain, but hey, look at that. We hit level 21. There will be plenty of time for me to pick up and clear off all these old side quests off the stream or off the recording. I don't know why in my idiot brain I thought that was just going to be one quest and done, and I might as well grab it because it's kind of out of the way, and yeah, that was, I don't know. I should have known there was going to be another quest. Alright, you see this little thing here? See how it's like pulsating purple? That means when I touch on it, there's going to be something to fight. So, we'll always know that. We know that for the future. Oh, now you turn around and see me? Alright, so now I get to deliver the guy in Swift Perch. And I am that lazy. I am not running a little bit of a way left. I'm going to teleport to Swift Perch. Again, a lot of the early story, it's just fetch quests to get you to the next places. Has Nimia herself forsaken this desolate land? Thought I understood there were risks in gambling my entire fortune on a crop of million corn. At least, I wasn't expecting the seedling to be delivered before disaster struck. Or I was expecting it. Hey, there you go. Is that my million corn? Oh, joyous day. It may seem a paltry beginning, but the yield of this particular variety of crop plant is nothing short of astonishing. As you have undoubtedly noticed, Swift Perch lacks a certain, shall we say, vital energy. Thus, I mean to restore a modicum of hope to its residents by growing a veritable ocean of corn. You, sir, seem fit to burst with vim and vigor. Might I persuade you to abide a while and help nurture this alien settlement? I mean, sure. No, I'm not going to do your side quest, but we're going to keep on. Freylook. Yellow Jacket on guard duty in Swift Perch wants you to visit the Brewer's Beacon and investigate the reason behind the waning light. You there, adventurer. Cast your eyes towards the Brewer's Beacon. Does the light not seem uncommonly weak? It cannot possibly be bright enough to guide the ship sailing to bay. I would march over to the lighthouse and investigate myself, but I am duty-bound to remain at my post. I would consider it a favor if you could make a visit to Brewer's Beacon and see if aught has befallen Conswis, the lighthouse keeper. Let's find out. Yeah, there's Brewer's Beacon right there. Let's see what kind of bad stuff's happened. I'm sure it's horrific. There it is right there, the lighthouse. I mean, to be honest, yeah, it seems pretty dim. It's also in the middle of the fucking day, so it's kind of hard to tell. But sure, I do not see light coming from it. That is a fact. Arbor buzzards. You don't want no piece of this. There he is. Well, he seems fine. Even if he is just like randomly staring at Swift Perch. Oh, it's a she. I'm sorry, she. You say a Yellow Jacket sent you here. My light's grown dim, has it? Well, of course it bloody has. The bomb that fuels me furnace is up and buggered off, you see. I don't get that beacon fixed up soon. There'll be trouble on the water. I know you're just a messenger lad, but I can tell you're a venturing one when I see one. I'm going to need you to chase down that bomb and bring back a claw which you ripped off its smoldering corpse. Take this here iron brazier and set her down in the middle of the flock somewhere near a scarecrow, I'd say. Get you a nice fire going, and that frisky bomb will be about. Watch you don't singe your eyebrows, lad. Alright, so now we gotta kill some bombs. Arbor Buzzer, don't do it. Good boy. Jump the fence. Jump the hill. Randomly jump in a bush. And we are here. Destination. Alright, I'm going to take this little here. We're going to put it there on the ground. Iron brazier. There it is. Now we're going to light it. And a bomb showed up. That was easy. I mean, it's level 11 quests, and we are 21. But makes them go by quick. Get skinny. Oh. Monkey, you're gonna have to lose some weight. You can't get behind them skinny fence posts. That buzzard's thinking about it. I knew he was. To be fair, I told him not to. Hey, what's up, man? All you need to do is take down the runaway bomb and bring me one of its little claws. Yeah, I know. You told me once. I did it. Here it is. Here's your bloody claw. Ah! You got the ashy bastard, did you? Oh, I'll put this little firecracker in the furnace, and that should keep things running for a while. I had myself a bit of luck while I was gone, and Limlian cursed me if the furnace weren't all bent and broken. Small wonder the bloody bomb was able to escape. I patched things up the best I could, but I ain't no smithy. You might want to have a chat with a yellow jacket friend of yours in Swiftperch and have him pass the word back to someone in Limsa. Sure, I'll tell him. Tell him all about how you can't patch up a simple thing. Hey, dude's useless over there. The furnace is damaged, is it? Very well, I shall write up the relevant reports. But these repairs must needs be effected without delay. That sentence doesn't make any sense. It seems I have another favor to ask for you, Adventure. Take yourself straightway to the Armorers Guild in Limsa and explain the situation to the Forge Master, Hansa. Oh man, I gotta go back to Limsa and talk to that dude at the... Okay. Again, in the world of Eorzea, there are these things called link pearls. They're much like cellular phones in a way. They're in your ear at all times, kind of like an earring. And you can just touch it, and you can talk to anybody in the Link network. And you would think that the law enforcement, like the Yellow Jackets, I mean, they'd have like a link to the people back in the city. And you wouldn't have to send people all the way across the world. But nope. The furnace and brewer's beacon needs repairs. Beauregard's beard. I just sent someone out there to tinker with it not a week past. Mayhap the bomb that she had trapped in there was too volatile. I'll have an artisan visit the lighthouse and pay special attention to reinforcing the casting on that furnace. Casing. Your work is done here, Adventurer. May the Navigator guide you on your journeys. On to the dry docks. Forge Master, head of Nalquid and Vimils, wants you to assist with the workload over at Morby. Alright, what do you say to taking on some work for Nalquid and Vimils? We have a great hulking warship to build and could certainly use an extra hand for any number of tasks. For your first job, I need you to run this missive over to Obdrum, the head of the shipwright at the Morby Dry Docks. We forge most of the ship bits and pieces here at the Armorers Guild, but the actual construction takes place at the docks found in the south of Lower Lenosha. There's also where you'll find the main offices of Naldic and Vamils. The Morby Dry Docks is one of Limsa's most important districts, at least as far as I'm concerned, and I'm sure you'll not regret attuning yourself to the area's aetheryte. If you have no confidence in your sense of direction, you'd be best served making your use of chocobo porters. First floor of the mizzenmast, in case you were wondering. Should you choose to make the trek on your own 2 feet, leave the city through the Tempest Gate and follow the road south. May the navigator guide your steps. I mean, like I said, it's been a long time since I started the game. Fresh eyes, but yeah, I guess they always gave you like all these different, routes and directions. It's kind of nice. Let's go talk to your little buddy over here building a ship. Hi, delivery Moogle. Parkour. It's Otbrum. What's up, bud? You have a missive for me for the Forge Master Hansa. I assume it pertains to the pending arrival of the materials I ordered over a moon past. Let's see it then. You don't be a dick about it. Like, delivery takes a long time. Blast and botheration. Another delay. I'm well aware of the shortage of skilled artisans, but this is insufferable. Oh, he's a Karen. My apologies. The messenger does not deserve to bear the brunt of my frustration. Might I have your name? Monkey. My name, Monkey Hero. Monkey, is it? Well, Monkey, this proud maiden you see taking shape before you is the Victory. The first new vessel to grace the docks since the calamity. We may have lost the bulk of our ships that fateful day, but starting with this beauty, we will restore the Maelstrom's fleet to its former glory. The Victory is more than a simple warship. It's the symbol of Limsa's rebirth from the wreckage wrought by the coming of the 7th Umbral Era. Thus, we are striving to complete her construction as swiftly as possible, even going as far as to hire veteran shipwrights from outside the Thalassocracy. Yet even with such unprecedented measures, there are never enough hands to handle the abundance of tasks. Should you choose to linger at the docks for a time, there is no doubt the odd jobs for a hard-working adventurer. Be you fair warned, there is no place here for layabouts and troublemakers. I mean, alright. It's weird that you would just mention that, kind of like you assume. Without a doubt. He is looking for a crew member and the items he was supposed to deliver. Where in the 7 hells is that man? Not once in 12 moons has he been late with a shipment, and now 2 whole turns of the sun without a single word. A shipwright of mine, a young man named Firlsmid, recently left Candlequay Keep to retrieve several crates of supplies ordered from Limsa, but is yet to return. I have sent several missives to Halbroda, but his replies are always the same. He does not recall ever seeing the right, nor the supplies he was scheduled to collect. The man knows something. I severely doubt he is telling the whole truth. As I cannot leave my post, I would ask you to travel to Candlequay Keep in my stead and inform Halbroda that if he insists on playing these games, I will personally see that he is transferred to Turtleback Island, where he can rot alone in the middle of the sea for eternity. Okay. I mean, listen. Clearly, this dude is a douche that is not bringing him the stuff, right? He's lying about it. I get it. You're mad. But that's a little much, man. I'm just saying, if you're an Uber Eats driver and that guy orders something, I wouldn't take it. Because if you're late, he's going to put you on the middle of an island in the ocean for all of eternity. That just seems a bit much. Hi, Lady Sprites. Parkour! I love the music in Lower Nosha. It's like bubbly. Makes you feel good. So good. I ain't no stowaway. What's going on over here? What's up, Halbroda? Oh my goodness. Look at that mustache. Alright. Yeah. Does that self-righteous dog Optrum doubt that I've never told him anything less than the truth? Alright, listen. I'm gonna doubt you, okay? But only because you told me to, and because, well, clearly with that mustache you're a liar. Turtleback Island? He cannot do that. Can he? I swear on my poor Nana's grave, Navigator rest her soul, I know not of this Frizzlemid, nor his precious supplies. Hells, we here at Quay have enough trouble these past few suns. What with the sinking of that Limsa cargo ship off the Salt Strand, I haven't time to take a proper piss, let alone make note of every scrag that wanders off into the grip. Well, listen. You're going to be on Turtle Island, dude. That's the way it is. Righting the shipwright. He has a suggestion for the kind adventurer who came bearing the message. Now, the way I see it, if you have time to be standing here questioning my character, then you should certainly have the time to get your arse of yours down to the Salt Strand and help us search for survivors of that wreck. Who knows? You might just run across this Frizzlemid. Everyone seems so eager to find. Here's to hoping the Navigator hasn't found him first. Like, that's, like, the god. Like, I mean, like, that they hope he's not dead. I don't know. We'll see. Hey, there's Frizzlemid right there. Or Frillsmid, whatever. Hi, I'm Frillsmid. You say the foreman's wondering on my whereabouts. I thought he might be. But you must know, I cannot show my face at the dry docks until I've righted the terrible wrong I've caused. 2 nights past, I made the trip to the dry docks to Candlekeep Quay. Just as the foreman asked, the seas were right rough, and the captain of the cargo ship was wary of bringing her too close to the cliffs. So I paid a few coins to a fisher to take me out to meet her. By the time I was halfway twixt the shore and the ship, the swell had risen to near nigh 10 yawms, and 'twasn't long before the waves had hold of us. Try as we might to steady the boat, nature's grip was too tight, and we was flung headlong into the Limsa galley. When I awoke, both ships were gone, and the cargo I was to collect lay strewn along the Salt Strand. I's made every effort to salvage it, but the sands are crawling with queering, and I ain't the kind with a sword. And now, you see why I cannot return to the dry docks. I mean, Jesus. They're just rat dudes. They probably won't even mess with you. And if they do, stab them. What are you doing, dude? You got no chance in this fight. Alright, guy. Here's your shit. That night I was tossed in the sea like some doll of rags, and it weren't long before the world round me faded to black and I slipped deeper into the abyss. But lo, the Navigator wouldn't see me to the gates of the 7 hells, and I awoke to find myself washed ashore. And here I've been ever since, waiting for a chance to salvage my master's cargo. Well, there it is. The missing parts. I don't know how I can repay you. I'll deliver the supplies right away, but first I must stop by the quay so that I might pay my respects to the widow of the brave fisher who gave his life for a handful of coin. Could you tell Optrum that I'll be back at the dry docks by daybreak? Many thanks, adventurers. I will not forget this kindness. I mean, I don't know, you probably will. What's up, man? I'm relieved to hear that both Fierce Mild and the supplies were unharmed, though it was foolish of him to believe that I would not blame him for that, which was obviously that I would blame him for that which was obviously out of his hands. You see, there was no storm that day, and the seas here adjacent to the dry docks were as calm as a slumbering child. This leads me to believe that the trouble the ships encountered off Candlekeep Quay was of less natural sort, the sort which the Sahagin would have been known to conjure. Oh, so there wasn't even a storm. Look at that. Do angry pirates dream? Monkey, while I originally had doubts about your motives, you have repeatedly proven yourself as an asset to the Naldic and Vamils. I still do not like you, but that does not mean I do not trust you. Why don't you like me? What did I do? I've done nothing wrong. Gimthoda, head of the watch here at the dry docks, believes the pirates may be plotting an attack on the Victory, and she requires assistance investigating a group of unsavory individuals making camp nearby. I have recommended you for the task. Despite all Limsa endured before, during, and following the calamity, the fact that there are still those who would turn their backs on the city-state, that they might line their pockets with a handful of coin, just the thought of it sickens me. I honestly don't know why this guy doesn't like me. I'm delivering messages. I'm doing everything. I mean, why? Why does he just think I'm bad? I don't understand. Yeah, it's a storm captain. Ah, yes. I had a feeling you would be the one Optrum sent. Since you first arrived at Morby Docks, I have watched my men watch you. Oh, had my men watch you. Oh, there's no need to get angry. I make it a point to keep an eye on all those new to the area. It is simply protocol. And you'll be pleased to know that nothing incriminating was found. You appear to be a model citizen. That and the foreman seems to think somewhat highly of you, which I must admit is quite shocking. The man doesn't even trust his own mother. Very well then, I assume Optrum informed you of your task would entail. The pirates we believe are conspiring to raid the dry docks, were last seen making camp near an ancient stone called the Mark of the Spinner. If you would have approached the men, posing as a lost adventurer, and see if you cannot somehow learn their intentions. Nagaho, stationed at the rear gates, can provide you with the exact location of the camp. What's up? Monkey! Huh, I knew it. No more sardines for Nangho tonight. Tonight I shall dine on the finest salmon on the peninsula. Why? Well, I had a little wager going with some of my other guards on who Obtram would recommend for the next job. My money was on you. Ah, the job. Yes, of course. If you would follow the road past the gates to the southeast, you will eventually come to a barren cape with a single large stone half buried in the cliff overlooking the sea. Followers of the 12 say it's a holy place dedicated to Nemea the Spinner. It'd be surprised if the pirates camped up there were aware of that, though. Well, we're going to find out if they know. What they know. Who they know. Why they know it. They probably know all that stuff. Whatever. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, guys. I'm giving you the count of the 9 to step back on that path and carry your venturing arse back down to whatever rock it is you crawled out from under. You see? It's added up to my ears of your type roaming the hills and like they were yours to roam. It's getting to be that a man can't enjoy a mug of rum without some shit-breathed outlander running up asking which way is the local levmate. 7 hells if I know. I'm a bloody pirate, goddamn. Thal's balls, once we've my boy back, I'm putting this godforsaken pisshole of an island so far behind me, ain't no one remember I was ever here. Come on, Scrabs. We use knives to sharpen. Okay. Interesting. I don't think they're attacking a ship. So the trespassers are indeed pirates, and they are indeed planning something. What is this talk of getting my boy back? Could it be that their target was never the Victory? Something is not right, and I won't sit by idly waiting for those pirates to make the first move. I shall order increased patrols immediately. Thank you again for your help, Monkey. It appears we were wise to put our trust in you. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty fucking awesome. We've learned feints. Okay, cool. I can stay there. It's fine. Victory in peril. Gamalta, a captain of the watch in the Morby dry docks, wishes your aid in dealing with potential intruders. I'm concerned, Monkey. It appears that the pirates I had you investigate are on the move. They creep ever closer to the dry docks, so I must assume they mean to target the Victory herself. That ship is the symbol of everything Limsa strives to become, and I will not allow these base scoundrels to lay a single finger upon her hull. We must apprehend them before they put their plans into motion, and you, Monkey, are just the man to do it. Without your capable assistance, I fear the security of the dry docks cannot be guaranteed. Not moments ago, my guards submitted reports of suspicious activity in the area. Pray begin your efforts by listening to one of their accounts firsthand. It matters not whom you speak to. Be sure to question either Ursworst at the front gate or Nago at the rear. Any suspect saboteurs you encounter during the course of your investigation are to be interrogated. Report any and all findings directly to me. I'm gonna go talk to the bitch that bet on me. And also, she's closer. What you know, ho? Hail, adventurer. Glad to have another hand aboard to help us shore up security. I mean, you knew who I was a second ago, and now it's like you don't. The gods know our reports would sit on Yamalta's desk gathering dust if it weren't for the assistance of those such as yourselves. Speaking of reports, though, I saw one of those mangy pirates lurking around the cliff near Empty Heart. I'd take a closer look, but he has a chance to cover his tracks. Okay. Oh. Shifty-eyed sailor. You just push him. Bah! Spotted me, did you? Well, you're too late. What's to happen is already happening. Can I jump? Oh man, let me jump. The bull grab. Let's go. So you found me one of those pirates, did you? I knew you're the right adventurer to ask for aid. What could these knaves be planning? What's to happen is already happening. Captain, trouble at the shipyard. Easy now, soldier. Who did this to you? Pirates, out of nowhere. Struck me good. God's blow, we are not prepared for this. The pirates, soldier, how many do they number? Not sure. More than I could quickly count. Seem to be carrying explosives. Explosives? There's no time to lose. Monkey, you heard the situation. Make your way to the shipyard and engage these intruders. I will see this man's wounds and then follow after. Make haste, now! Okay. I'll go charge in with my knives to fight the guys with explosives. ha ha ha. Never reckoned it'd be this easy. Still, don't trust those slimy bastards. But their plan worked like a charm. What are you doing, you great bloody fool? Shut your trap, boy. This'll all be over soon. All that's left now is to blow up this ugly pile of driftwood into splinters. Why would you do such a thing? Have you any idea how important this ship is? What it represents? Aye, and that's what makes it all the sweeter. Whatever it takes to knock some sense into me treacherous backstabbing son. Imagine a boy of mine giving up the pirate life to become a shipwright and building a bleeding maelstrom vessel at that. What under Limian's wide green ocean makes you take up with these self-righteous shitters? Shites, actually. You're the one with no bloody sense. Dad, don't you see? The pirates had their glory days. That era's over. I wondered why Ottram never spoke of his father. I never would have thought. This ship's a symbol, all right, of everything that went wrong with the world, and I mean to shatter it into 100,000 pieces. Come on, monkey, pray. Beat the tar out of this bloated sea slug, and make sure no harm comes to the Victory. I think we killed him long before his special move because he was still talking after he's dead. I must be getting old, letting some green venture get the best of me. Dad. That's one big bloody ship. Big and nasty looking. You made that, did you? My thanks, monkey. I shudder to think what would have become of the Victory without your intervention. The pirates have made a right mess of things. I best get to sorting out the docks. And my thoughts could use some sorting out as well. Even did my father have a way of turning my life upside down. Pray convey my thanks and my apologies to Gimtoa. Or Gimthought, or... Man, I don't know how to say these names. We're going to call her Gimme. What's up, Gimme? How fare you, monkey? I cannot begin to thank you for the role that you played in preventing this madness. You defeated more than a simple ship. You saved the budding hope of Limsa from the violent demise. The day was yours. It seems our security regiment will require much in the way of improvement if we are to truly keep the dry dock safe. Ottram apologizes. Well, I suppose I can understand why he would feel responsible for his father's actions. Of all those involved, this incident was hardest on him. But in time, I believe you'll come to a single conclusion. The most fitting way of moving past his anguish is to see the victory completed and in the water. By the way, the pirates were defeated and been handed over to the Yellow Jackets. Rainier's men will be taking over the investigation. Before the Yellow Jackets moved in, however, we recovered a most unusual object. Should you have the time to spare, I would ask you of another favor. What you got? Men of the Blue Tattoos. Monkey, in light of your role in the recent events, there are a few others of whom I would entrust this task. Since we last spoke, a curious missive has been discovered among the personal effects of that dude's dad, the pirate behind the plot to sabotage the victor. The missive was penned in the most unusual script, a script we believe to be some manner of code. Needless to say, anything which a proven enemy of Limsa deems worthy of enciphering is like to give great interest to the Maelstrom. Unfortunately, none of us can make any sense of the message. In cases like this, I am told the Yellow Jackets are wont to turn to Baderon and his convenient connections. Thus, I would have you deliver this missive to the proprietor of the Drowning Wench, in his hand and no other. Do you understand? Well, of course I do. Hi there, Monkey. I've been hearing about your deeds at the dry docks. Optrum laid out the entire tale for me. Poor Sod was still reeling at his old man's part in the business, but at least you kept the victory from being sunk afore she sailed. And for that, I owe you my thanks. You made a really good name for yourself here in Limsa. Folks know that when they need something doing, you need something doing? And what that be? Here you go. You want someone to read the message writ in funny letters for you, and Gim Toa thought I might be the man that could. Well, let's see it then. Aye. I reckon I might know a canny bugger who can read stuff like this. Ugly Sod by the name of Old Baderon. You know, like one of my regulars now, Monkey. You never let me down, and a navigator helped me. I reckon I can trust you. Grimtoa is right to want this message deciphered. We've got us some trouble brewing, and mere no mistake. Get ready for action, and I'll explain. Good to have you aboard, lad. Now then, where do we start? Feint and strike. Baderon has a task for a trusted adventurer. What are we going to get here? Ooh, the Limsa ring. Back when I was younger and nastier, I earned my living as a sellsword. In that business, if you wanted to know what your enemy was up to, you had to learn to read other orders you prized from the cold, dead hands of its mates. That's how I came to know how to read your message. Truth be told, the script was only too bloody familiar. Them Sahagan letters, lad. And I should know. I've gutted more fishback messengers than I can count. It gets worse, though. The plan to blow up the Victory is all in here, right down to the fine details. Looks like they meant to raise 8 kinds of hell in western Lenosha. Then it's the Maelstrom's new flagship and the confusion. The point being, the attack on the Victory weren't the act of a few rebellious pirates. It was a key part in some canny bastard's grand plan. But if I'm reading this right, the attack itself came much too early. I'll wager they panicked when they saw what you was up onto them, rushed in to do the job, and buggered it up. Them tattoo-faced bastards, as they say, was playing Obtrum's old man. There with the Serpent Reavers, right? but none of their crew was there, was they? They have something better to do, or what? Seven L's. I got it all backwards. That mess at the Victory, that was meant to be the bloody distraction. The Fishbecks aren't interested in the Maelstroms, baby. They're after men, just like they've always been. They're sending their pirate lackeys after a civilian target. This bit about Rays and L in Western Lenosha, that's where it'll be. Something tells me Swiftperch is about to get it hard. Rough translation of the message. Take it to Commodore Rayner at the Coral Tower. Tell him it's for a busy day. Let's tell him to get ready for a busy day. Oh. And give him an ad, eh? Gonna be damn sure you'll need one. What the fuck? What was that mumbly nonsense? What's up, Rayner? Yes, I'm Rayner, and you must be the adventurer whose name seems to be on everybody's lips. You are to be commended for your part in thwarting the plot to destroy the Victory. Now what can I do for you this day? You bear an urgent message from Baderon. Why do I get the feeling that my hopes for a quiet evening are about to be cruelly dashed? Tell me, what is afoot? I mean, it's the thing at the bottom of your leg that you walk on. But whatever. An assault on Swiftperch. We've seen nothing to suggest the Serpent Reavers are massing for an attack. Even so, it'd be foolish to discount the possibility. Baderon is rarely wrong about such matters. I will marshal the Yellow Jackets for battle immediately. The only question is where to send them. While I concur with Baderon's assessment that the attack on the dry docks was intended as a diversion, Swiftperch is but one of several possible targets for the main thrust. Commodore, sir! Report. It's the Sahagin, sir. They've mounted a large-scale assault at the South Tide Gate and threatened to overwhelm our defenses within the day. The garrison requests immediate reinforcements. By the Navigator, it seems my decision has been made for me. Muster the troops and give the order to march. The Serpent Reavers are in league with the Sahagin, which means there's every chance this assault on the Tide Gate may yet prove to be another feint. The fact remains, however, that we can ill afford to ignore it, and that leaves Swiftperch vulnerable to those pirate traitors. It is times such as these that I wish the warriors of light yet walked among us, but wishes avail us not. Hero, you must serve in their absence. Make for Swiftperch, and all haste, and lend your strength to the squads I can spare for the settlement's defense. Sure, no problem. By the way, I'm the warrior light, but you know, whatever. You don't know that yet. That's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna show you though. Alrighty, here we go. Commodore Rayner sent word we'd be getting reinforcements, but I didn't expect him to send you. You certainly look like you've seen your share of action, though. You bear little resemblance to the wide-eyed whelp I met fresh off the ferry. In any case, do you know what you're fighting for here? This place, Swiftperch. It was rebuilt by folks who stood strong in the face of every hardship the Calamity threw their way. And we're not about to let some fancying scum claim the honor of being the ones that finally broke their spirits. Don't give those pirate bastards one bloody elm. Do you hear me? Oh, I'm gonna kill them all. If I could kill every pirate, I would. Even the good people, because I can't stand the way they talk. Here they come! There now. I thought all them yellow jacket worms was meant to be busy. That useless scrag ain't followed the plans, has he? Now what? Pull back and wait for our Sahagin brothers? Piss on that. We ain't turning back empty-handed. Remember, no killing the small folk, or it'll be your blood that stains Lord Leviathan's altars. The yellow bellies you can butcher at will. Tell them dirt-eating slugs can be crushed under the full might of the serpent reavers. Seems Swiftperch was the main target after all, eh? Squads 1 and 2, protect the townsfolk. Squad 3, you're our rear guard. The rest of you, we meet their charge where we stand. Let us bear the Commodore word of our victory, or no word at all. For Limsa la Mensa! I'll gut you all, yellow bellies, and dance on your gizzards. Well fought. The Reavers are beaten and scattered. I'd like to take some of my men and hunt down the stragglers. Oh, but there may be more of them lurking about, so don't let your guard down just yet. The source of his strength becomes clear. You may have bested the golem, but you will not fare so well this day. O mournful voice of creation, send unto me a creature of the abyss, my thrall to command, that I may smite my enemies. Your very being imperils the plan. You cannot be suffered to live. Yay, Shtola's here. His power wanes, afford him no chance to recover. That's the plan. That the wisdom of the Paragon should be brought low by mere mortals. Paragons, did he say? Then it is as I feared. They are known as the bringers of chaos, or ascians, to give them their proper name. It would seem our suspicions were correct. It is they who have been manipulating the beast tribes. Pardon? You would know if we Sharlians have encountered ascians before. I have never spoken to you of my homeland. How did you know whence I hail? Wait, I do begin to see. You have been blessed with a special gift. Are you all right, lad? If I'd known a mean bugger like that was hiding in the bushes, I would have left a squad, or 6, to keep you company. Well, at least now we can call this kidnapping investigation to a close. Those Reavers were the ones spiriting folk away in the dead of night, and this bastard here is pulling all the strings. A trifle simplistic, but not inaccurate. I came as soon as I sensed his presence, but I never thought to find such a scene of carnage. Yet we prevailed, and thanks to your heroic actions, I have learned much. Aye, heroic is the word. I don't want to think about what would have happened if you hadn't been here, friend. And your assistance is much appreciated too, Lady Y'shtola. Please give our regards to the Scions. I am glad to have played a role in the bringing of what I hope is to an end of this disturbing spate of abductions. The thread of your fate forms a part of most intriguing tapestry. Mayhap we have been afforded the chance to speak more in the near future. For now, however, you must see this particular tale to its conclusion. Pray send my greetings to Commodore Raynor. Alright, let's go back to Limsa and turn this in. I think that might be a good stopping place for today. Encountered our first ascian. Always so loud. There's Mrena. Hero, eagerly I have awaited your return. Words of your exploits is already spreading through the ranks. My troops and I owe you a great debt of gratitude for your timely assistance. You have shown yourself to be possessed of a sure arm, a strong spirit, and sound judgment. What that Limsa had more of your ilk. I have little doubt that you shall one day join the ranks of Eorzea's greatest adventurers, but it is a matter of time. Clearly, Baderon's eye for potential remains as sharp as ever, though I doubt even he had managed you capable of such feats. Might you favor me with your own account of the day's accounts. Such victories bear retelling. Y'shtola has been working with us for quite some time, you see. and she was only too willing to assist the Yellow Jackets in the kidnapping investigation, proving herself a stalwart ally of Limsa yet again. Needless to say, after your part in the thwarting of the attempt at the sabotage of the victory, and the small matter of your deeds at Swiftparch, you too have proven yourself a valued friend of the Thalassocree. Admiral! May I present you Admiral Blosfin?
So, this is the adventurer I've been reading about in the field reports. I am Melve Blufisfin, Admiral of Limsa. On behalf of my people, I bid you thanks for the deeds you have done this day. A token of our gratitude. What worth is high regard without just reward, after all? Ha! Since you first set foot in our city, my good friend Baderon and Commodore Rayner have taken turns at regaling me with tales of your exploits. Safe to say, they left an impression. Join me at the coming banquet. A seat of honor at the celebratory feast is the least I can offer the man who foiled the Sahagin.
Oh! A seat at the feast!
Oh, and don't be late. Your fellow guests will be eager to take the measure of their newest hero, and some do not take kindly to being kept waiting. Till then, may you walk in the light of the crystal.
Alrighty, and we have met Merowib now for the first time. I think that's a pretty good place to stop again. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. And we're going to pick up right here where we left off. Probably going to log out right next to Mr. O'Rainer here. And the next one will be more main scenario as we get closer and closer to leaving Limsa, seeing the rest of this world, and getting really into the nitty-gritty of the real story and not just, hey man, I need you to go pick up a box. Alright, well as always, I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one.